Well, I'm building a deck. Got three beams going across. It's a 12 by 16 deck. And these are just deck blocks buried in the ground, a little bit of gravel underneath them. You don't need that many posts. I only need 6 posts here for a 12 by 16 deck. They're lag bolted in, and that's what carries all the weight. And the idea here is you don't have to worry about your posts and getting them level at the same height and all that. You put the post in, you put the 2x10s on there, and you got to go back and forth a little bit, but you level your 2x10s, and then after you've got it where you want, you just lop off the top of the 4x4s, which you'll be doing. These end boards, these 2x8s, they're just used to help with the leveling, and they're also used to get the ends of the boards in line with each other, so everything lines up nice and smooth. They're going to come off there, and they'll be used as joists, because that's the next thing to do. Is these are 2x10s. They're going to be 2x8 joists, two sets of cribs basically on top of here. And the nice thing about it is these they don't have to be perfectly square and parallel to each other. You want to get them close, but the the deck that's going over top of it is going to it's gonna match up with the ends here, but it's also going to overhang a bit on this side, so you've got some grace in there to move it around so that you get the top part square and you'll never see the bottom. And the 4x4s are pressure treated because it was just easier, but the 2x10s are just regular premium construction lumber, and I have stained them with motor oil. They got a nice coat of Castrol 5W40 on them, used. And the key to the color is to drive your car twice as far as you're supposed to before changing your oil, so you get a nice dark color to it. Okay, don't do that. But anyway, if it is too dark, you can lighten it up with some diesel. But again, these aren't going to be seen. They're just pressure treated. Kind of sucks. Stuff doesn't last. And I bet you these things with the oil stain on them is going to last longer. How's that look? That's better. Nice. There. That looks a lot better. It's pretty good. Yep. Right there. That's a good. That's it's not bad. It's a little high there. Is it consistent? Oh man, it's good there. Some of the boards are probably a little funky. That very last one back there though, that's the one that's bothering me. That's perfect. That's perfect. That is not. So I'm gonna take that lag out, give her a lift. I wonder if it is still level this way. No, slow. Good. There we go. That's it. Nice. Haha. All right. Man, it's just board twisted. That's this way. Okay. That's more like it. Okay. All right. Like thusly. Something like that. Like that. All right. I have the box square now, but I don't have it in position. So I've got a couple 2x4s on top holding it in place. I've got these fancy clamps here. It's two clamps. These end pieces come off so you can reverse them. So when you want to put two clamps together, you reverse it and then you lock the two clamps together. Now you've got this much clamping. Aha, it's enough. Okay. Next things first, Time to start putting the joists in. Oh. 32, 48, 64, 80. Once I have a few of these in, I'll add some hurricane ties just to connect it so that it can't get knocked out of square, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh. Gotta put four in for a 2x8. I've got my 12-foot 2x8s for my next box here, and I've marked where all the joists are going, and I've lined these up with this one so that once they're done, the joists will be exactly in the same row. So when I put my screws in on the top of the deck screws will all be in a nice line. So I've got hurricane ties in each corner now, so that just to keep it from moving from the position it's in. This deck design is a Jeff Thorman special of Jeff Thorman of Renovision. If you haven't seen him and you want to build a deck or do any renovations on your house, he's the guy to go to. I get a lot of good ideas from him, and then I end up changing stuff. This deck here that he built 3 years ago, I think, this design anyway. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little wobble to it, and he doesn't address that. To address that is I'm going to put some cross braces, something going from these boards down, some 45s there to stabilize it. If I was to do this again, instead of using deck blocks, I would have just poured concrete in the holes that I dug and put a metal bracket in there to hold a 4x4. End up with the same thing, except there would be a rigidity there. The things wouldn't move around at all. But hindsight's 50-50. corner's a little low, both directions, so I'm gonna see if I can jack up this post. That's the nice thing about the post is if I can lift this, I can put a shim under. Oh yeah. If you watched any of my other videos, you'd know that I have a little bit of tile left. So I'm gonna try that under there instead. Oh, it's perfect. Don't believe me, eh? I don't believe you. It's as perfect as I'm gonna get. That was about 3 hours worth of work with the bracing in there and the hurricane ties and jacking up the back corner here and then the staining, and it's ready now for deck boards, which I still gotta go pick up. Don't want to have your deck boards around too early because they'll warp before you ever get them on, so I want to pick them up and put them on right away. Any ideas for skirting on this thing? I'd be more than open to ideas. I'm not sure what I'm going to do to cover it up. I got to put some stairs on the front. Do the stairs go just in the middle, on one side, or all the way across? What's next? Well, there's the posts for the wall that's going to go up, secure or privacy fence kind of thing. It's not going to be that tall, but they're up temporarily, and then I'll figure out the height and then cut them down. But if you have any ideas on how that should be done, let me know. So flooring and well, then stairs.